Hello, good evening and welcome to the Virtual Racers Club. It's Friday night. I think this is our first time live on a Friday evening. It'll be more regular as soon as some leagues start up. But for tonight we have an interesting one-night race. Just a one-night concept called the Japan Racing League. Let me give you a little bit of information about this. So, it's called the Japan Racing League. In JRL, you may pick one of the 3 available manufacturers, Honda, Lexus or Nissan. You must use this manufacturer across all 3 races. Please have all 3 cars ready to race before the event. In race 2 and 3, you may use the Racing Super Soft tyre only once during the race. There are no livery requirements. You may use any downloaded livery so long as it remains tasteful. Tell around with your hosts. Add your name below with your chosen manufacturer. So we're going to have 3 races. Each player is going to pick a manufacturer, and I'll look at the list in a minute to tell you who's picked what. And we're going to have a GR4 race for 10 minutes with racing soft tyres only and no pit stops. Then we'll have a Group 3 race. Oh, I'll tell you where they are. Sorry, I'm all over the place here. Race 1 is going to be a Group 4 race. It's going to take 10 minutes. It's a sprint race with racing softs. It's at the Suzuka circuit. Race 2 will be Group 3 cars of their chosen manufacturer, and it'll be at Fuji Speedway, and it'll be a 20-minute race using racing soft tyres or racing super softs for 1 stint. In race 3, it's a Group 2 race at Kyoto Yamagawa. The distance is 30 minutes, time will be 30-minute race, and that also is using racing soft tyres with 1 using super softs. So I think I kind of blurred the way through that. You might get the idea, who knows. Who have we got here then? We've got Kale. I think Gazman's just gone in the pits. He's fastest at the moment in this free practice. I'm not sure what group we're in. Doesn't help. I wonder if there's a way of seeing in the settings. We're blagging this anyway. Let's say they're Group 3s. Prove me wrong. Kale has put himself down for Nissan, which he is in, so that's good. We're off to a good start. Jokus, he put himself down for Honda, and that is exactly what he's driving. A lovely Lucky Strike livery. It's very cool. See, we're not too old fuddy-duddy here. We don't mind a bit of cigarette sponsorship. Talleyrand, he also chose Honda, and there we see it's a lovely looking livery, the Ray Brig. Skyjacker has joined now. I heard rumours he wasn't going to be able to make it. Welcome, Skyjacker. So pleased work didn't get in the way. And then Noxie chose Nissan. Guess what? He's in a Nissan. So, and Gazman chose the Lexus, and that is exactly what he's driving. Very good. So yeah, we're gonna have 3 races. I'm talking to you normal now. You probably can tell when I'm reading stuff because it sounds robotic. Oh no, Iron Bobber says he can't get in. Don't know why. It's here, Iron Bobber, we're here. Are you friends with Talleyrand? Maybe not, because I think Iron Bobber's not raced in a Talleyrand hosted room. Homesick's here. So yeah, we're having 3 races in Japanese manufactured cars on Japanese tracks. It's quite straightforward. It's just a one-off. It's not a weekly championship. It's not something you have to invest in heavily in time with. You don't have to keep coming back every week to listen to me drone on. It's something we can get out of the way here and tonight. Over 3 races, 3 manufacturers in 3 different groups. Simple. I don't know what, you know. There's no other way I can explain that. That's simple. Surely you're getting that. Gazman's back out in his Lexus. He's fastest. This is Makatita liveried Lexus there. I'm guessing we're Group 3 at the moment, testing the Group 3. We've got a 30-minute test. Even though it says 25 minutes down at the bottom there. Got a 30-minute test that I think they're so I'd imagine they're going to break it into 3 10-minute sessions maybe for practicing, or maybe we're just going to practice with Group 4s, qualify for about 12 minutes. Jokus in his Lucky Strike. Whoosh. And it's like, yeah, GR4s, it says there. What a flipping flopty noob. What a noob that I am. All I had to do is press F12 and I can see what they were. These are GR4s. So yes, we're testing the GR4s right now ahead of the qualifying session, which I did read just now how long that qualifying session will last. A 12-minute qualifying session at 8 o'clock. Going straight into the Group 4 race for 10 minutes. Whoa, there's Joker's putting it everywhere. Sweet. Up ahead, Kale with a 209.837 around the track, Suzuka. There's only 3 people out on the track at the moment. Everyone else is in the pit. Skyjacker, Homesick have only just joined. They'll be getting their gloves on, their helmets. Fireproof. Oh, we got a shiny Vodafone McLaren style livery. Oh, I'll tell you who they chose. Should I? There you go. Skyjacker chose Lexus, and there we see Homesick just heading out onto track. And Homesick chose the Nissan. So Iron Bobber's got in. Woo! Happy days are here to stay. See Kale. Been watched Kale for a season in the Max 5. He's had some extremely good races, a couple of wins. Oh, and he was in GTMC, I apologise. Had a win in that as well. So we know Kale is bringing it to the party, should we say. Even when he makes a mistake, he looks good. Jokus, the wild card, we don't know what he can do in different groups. Seen him racing in the Max 5s. He's done well. And recently we've seen him in the Subarus, the WRXs we do on Thursday nights. And he's up and down in the WRXs. He still seems to have got on top of that car yet. So it'll be interesting to see what Jokus brings to the party tonight. What he can do throughout the 3 different groups of cars. They all take a different style to drive and different skill level. Well, not even skill level really. That's not the right word I'm trying to find. It's just a different way of driving, and being able to do master all 3 in one evening is quite a feat. Usually you see some people are better at Group 3 cars than they are Group 4 cars. Like me, I prefer Group 4 cars to Group 3. Group 3 cars are a little bit too fast for me, and I do that a lot. Talleyrand also in the Honda. I don't even know how these cars all square up alongside each other, to tell you the truth. The Hondas, the Lexus, you don't hear much of the Lexus seeing out and about. So it'll be interesting in the race to see where they all go. Kale Gazman in the second fastest in that Lexus. We can't tell you what time he's done because he's setting a new one. Jokus again. There's Talleyrand we were just talking about. We know he's fast. He came second, I think, in the Max 5 season we were following on a Saturday evening. That's coming back next week on Saturday nights. We want to just pop in. It's just a good wholesome fun in little MX5s. Although this season with Cummins going to be different. Last season we were doing like quite short little compact indie style tracks, I suppose you'd say, not real world tracks. And this coming season there's a few F1 tracks in there. It's going to see how those small little cars handle them big tracks. So Talleyrand going around in his Honda. Didn't talk about him at all, but yeah, he came second in the Max 5. So he's a racer. He definitely is. Homesick. He's also quite solid. I think he came second or third in the GTMC. He's sitting around second in the WRX Championship. He didn't partake in Max 5. He doesn't really race at weekends, so we don't get to see him in the Max 5s, although I imagine he'd love to be involved. So we know he's good in Group 4 and Group 3 because of his time in the GTMC. He's chosen the Nissan, nice PlayStation livery. He posted a picture in Discord of his liveries and then quickly added that they were all downloaded. He didn't do them. He didn't want people to think he was that talented. He is. I've seen a couple of his liveries. They're really good. And talking about liveries, oh, that's nice. Iron Bobber with Fantech liveries, very nice, simple, bold, but looks effective. Iron Bobber we saw yesterday in the WRX Challenge. Got his first podium with us at the Virtual Racers Club. It was a great drive, no pit stops. Everyone else had to pit for extra rubber, but he drove solidly. We know that man can drive smooth. We know he can look after rubber. So come the 20-minute race, the 30-minute race in the Group 3 and Group 2 cars, it'll be interesting to watch that man. See if he'll make full advantage of not needing rubber as much as the other guys. Skyjack, that's a nice looking vehicle, isn't it, eh? I love that chrome. I'm going to be dazzled by it. Every time I go to it, I'm just going to be too busy looking at it to see what reflects. That man, look, you can see the stadium, you can see the grass. That's just some detailed graphics there, isn't it? See, I always wondered with that, because I've seen chrome cars before in this game, and now they reflect, like, you can see the apexes, the red and white curves. And I wonder if that's designed that it does it with all the cars. It's just chrome cars you see it in. It's amazing. But there's VRC Skyjack. I'm talking about graphics in his Lexus. He's only done an outlap. This is his timed lap, should we say? We know he's fast. He won. He came second and first yesterday in the WRX Challenge. So he is on the up. There's a lot of people here who's got a great chance of winning this. We know Kale is fast. We don't know Gazman, but Gazman is topping the timesheet. So the unknown in the 89 car could be up for this. See, I always wonder, it's one of these weird things, because I'm just broadcasting this and commentating on it. So when the host asks if everyone's ready for qualifying, I never know if that means me, because I'm not really involved. I like to watch. I'm the man stood outside the window staring in. So I never know. Go on. Do you know what? I want to be involved. I want to be involved. Come on, yes. Let me play. So Gazman topping the timesheets in practice for the Group 4s. It is 8 o'clock, it is quali time anyway, so it's just a courtesy that I think he's asking. Interesting, by a tenth from Talleyrand. Home 6 only just turned up to the party, but he's third already, second behind Talleyrand, and 3/10 ahead of Joe Cass. Joe Cass looks to be practicing his start. Got a bit of turbulence problem. Get in the car, get in the car. We're gonna have you gonna give us a practice start, Jocas? Maybe, maybe not. Go on, floor it! Yes! Hey! Beautiful. So we're just about to start quali. I'm just a big child, I know. And big engine sounds and revving engines just gets me excited. Hey, that's nice. They don't have to serve penalties. It's just a friendly today. Just a bit of fun. All Skyjacker went and wanged one in before the end of practice with a 210.09. Homesick, 211 dead. Joe Cars, 211.3. Times are close. Iron Bobber, I don't know if he set a time. Looks like he's been in again. Kel sat patiently. These logistical nightmare racing guys, they're all about the zen. They get themselves in a positive mindset before the race. They like to sit contemplating, ready for the moment to kill. I am really going to try not to do any Japanese racists like I nearly tried to find a sound effect thing on my phone so I could do like a bong, you know, that gong sound for when we start, like a I had Chinese tonight for dinner as well. I had a chow mein. I know it's not Japanese, but here we go, qualifying start. I'm going to stop talking about other cultures because it doesn't matter. I really am cool with everyone, but it just seems like it sounds racist when I talk about other cultures. And I really don't mean to, because I love everyone. So here we are, qualifying for the Japan Racing League. Looks like Talleyrand is one of the first out on to the track, followed by a Kale. Going around, trying to get some heat into the tyres, warm those bad boys up before approaching their fastest time. They will be circulating one lap for an out lap, where they'll be pressing all sorts of buttons in their cars. On the wheels, they're like mini computers nowadays, trying to get the right settings. Oh god, look, I've left all that rubbish up. Trying to find the right settings to do the optimum lap. So Talleyrand was first on the track. Shall we go inboard? NSX Group 4 qualifying for 12 minutes, well 10 minutes now. Going into the tight hairpin. I could learn all the corners of this one, but they're really boring. I looked them up and they're all names of stuff like Dunlop Curve and stuff like that. It's just sponsorship. Why do you want to hear me talking about who sponsors what corner? Don't take my sweets away. Sorry, that's nothing to do with the commentary. That's happening in real life. Someone's stealing my sweets. It's a tragedy, people. I can't concentrate now. Sorry, Talleyrand. Hey, the sweet's back. This is not going to sound good because Talleyrand's just about to do a lap and I'm just about to shove a gummy sweet in my mouth. You won't even tell out there that I'm eating sweet. You won't even know. Oh, listen to her. She's moving tables around and opening drawers. I'm in the middle of a commentary here. I'm in the commentator's book at Suzuka, Japan, on the GRL League, and you're moving tables around, woman. She offered me her middle finger, people out there, if you wondered what my beautiful dear wife did then. So, Talleyrand, he's now started his fastest lap. I'm not regretting eating this sweet at all. 1 second. You probably already did. So here we are for race 2 of the Japan. Oh no. Don't know really what I can do about it. Just bitting and bobbing. Right, well, I'll try and leave it and not touch it too much, and hopefully it picked me up. Okay. Oh, stressful. So, well, I'll try and ignore that little problem then. And hope it goes away. Looks like a new headset. I really need a decent one. I don't know what to do. Keep going through them like no one's business. So we've got Skyjacker there leading in the free practice of the Group 3 cars, F2. I'm really, he's in the Lexus. He's heading the timesheets from Gazman, who's also in a Lexus. There we go. Whoosh. Gazman 2689. His number is 89, so that works out quite cool. I wonder if that's the year he was born. That's what I always wonder when I see people's names. Looks like he's on the faster lap at the moment, ready to take that off of Skyjacker. Homesick in thirds. I can hear this mic puttering away in my ear hole. It's going to be really bad, isn't it? I don't know whether or not to try and go and steal one off of the other child. We'll carry on. I like that Skyjacker. I like that Homesick livery, I've got to say. It looks quite cool. Bit spacey. Bit spacey. Is he practicing a start? Let me get on board. Woo! Here, no. Hey up. Turn around fast. Here we go. Holding it in first. And we're going. Oh, that car's got some wheel spin. He's going to have a lot of effort getting that off the line. Wow. So everyone's saying, yeah, I'm not going to do it this time. That's silly. Me being silly, and now I've got all stressed because I'm worried about this headset puttering away, and is all that you can hear. That was actually me going so, but it probably sounds like that anyway. So Gazman's just gone fastest. Might be because Skyjacker's gone in the pits, I don't know. Yeah, Skyjacker's did a 135.0 and a 135.2 for Gazman. Kale 35.9, 9/10 behind Skyjacker in the free practice. Homesick, third fastest with a 36.086 in the top. Nissan, I guess, yeah. After winning the first race in the car. When it's translucent, it really looks trippy, man. It's like, whoa. Yeah, dude. There we go, Iron Bobber, still in the Fantech sponsorship car. Dude's gone some effort. You've got to take your hat off to that, and it looks good. I like it. Talleyrand has started the final, so we've got a 20-minute, I believe, a reverse. Oh, I like Kale's car. That's nice. He's on a spin around. Here we go then. Fuji International Speedway. I've looked up the corners, and no, I can't be asked. I can't be asked to sit there saying Coca-Cola corner, and they have actually got a Dunlop corner here. So, Panasonic corner. I mean, it's just. Oh, let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. Let's get there. Let's get there. Sitting on board with Iron Bobber. Seeing the lights. Gone green. Iron Bobber's moving. Jeez, Joe. Who was it? Who didn't move? Noxie. Noxie totally missed the lights. So, Jokers in the lead. Iron Bobber's coming up to take the lead though. Iron Bobber has got ahead of Jokers. Skyjacker's in second. No, Gazman's in second. Skyjacker's in third. Gazman's in second. So, Iron Bobber ahead of Gazman by Homesick. What's going down the middle in third place there? Skyjacker was in third. Now Homesick. Homesick ahead of Skyjacker, but they're only just. Behind Homesick, Skyjacker, and then behind Skyjacker you've got Kale in the Nissan. Behind Kale, Noxie, who had a really slow start off the line. Then Talleyrand in 7th. Jokers we saw really drop off. I think maybe he picked a wrong gear or something in a crucial part. But up ahead, Iron Bobber, 2/10 ahead of Gazman. Gazman's closing in on him. Behind we can see Skyjacker having a look at Homesick, but for now we'll sit on board with Gazman. Oh, heavy on the brakes. Iron Bobber staying on the apex, defending his line, telling Gazman he's got to go the long way if he's going to come past. Gazman just following him through. Oh, Gazman felt a little knock there by Homesick, I imagine. See, it's just the problem when the cars are following each other. Oh, Skyjacker looking up the inside of Gazman. Oh, Gazman still held it though from Skyjacker. Homesick's coming back at Skyjacker. They're all down the straight. They're all getting. Skyjacker's getting a major tow off of Gazman in the Lexus, the two Lexuses versus the Nissan. Meanwhile, Iron Bobber's got 1.5 seconds ahead during this little tete-a-tete between these three. Now, Homesick second, it's saying. Skyjacker, they've got into the corner fast. Gazman maybe over brake there, I don't know. He's right up Skyjacker's butt ski. We've got to look. Oh, so we've got Alien there on the inside of us. Skyjacker's just pulled away a little bit. So, Homesick, the winner of the first race in the Nissan GTR, is, I don't know if it's GTR, actually RC something or other, is sat behind Gazman in the Lexus. No, that's the RC something. Yeah, have that. It's an RCF. It's a Lexus RCF GT3, okay? And Homesick is in. Oh no, I'm messing around with buttons I shouldn't be messing around with. Yeah. He's in a GTR. It is a GTR. And hey, up, Skyjacker's gone behind Gazman again because I'm pressing loads of different buttons and stupid things. Oh no. Yeah, because I've been pressing stupid buttons, I've missed Skyjacker falling behind Gazman. Gazman's gone back into second place. What a battle we've got for second, third and fourth. I want to have a look down the field, see what else is happening. Kale's the second behind these guys. We'll just get through the first corner with these. Skyjacker, this happened last time, Homesick. We're in exactly the same position. Gazman with Skyjacker right up behind him, and Homesick trying to get some place up. They're all late on the brakes. Iron Bobber's back in view again. They're catching him up. Homesick was late on the brakes there. He got a little nudge by Gazman. Trying to slow his car down. He's ahead of Skyjacker now. Phew, take a breath, boys. These three, they're racing. They're racing good. I like that car. I really like that car. So, Kale, he's a second behind these guys, a second ahead of Talleyrand. Talleyrand just ahead of Noxie. Noxie's finding better pace in this Nissan. I think he's enjoying this a bit more. Jokers has really dropped off. Still a great livery though, the Lucky Strike livery. Maybe he's not used to this track or that car. So, Noxie only a second behind Talleyrand. He's keeping up with him. Up ahead, Iron Bobber is still ahead of Gazman. But Gazman's picked himself up a heavy penalty, nearly a second. Penalties don't matter in here, they don't have to pay them. And they can just bleed them down naturally. It's only a fun race night. Oh, whoa! Homesick lost the back end in a big way. Give Skyjacker a little something to think about. And a new dent on his front right fender. Oh, no, Skyjacker's going. Skyjacker's going. Kale's taking it. Talleyrand's come round. Noxie's come round. Skyjacker's still in the middle of the road. He's spinning. Spin it. Spinning up, baby, one more time. Jokers. Under no threat from Jokers. My word, he will not be happy. We saw Homesick virtually just nearly do it. Gasman and Homesick still in a fight. Looks like Homesick's just pulling in front of Gasman. Gasman's there trying to get under the side and inside of Homesick any way he can in that Lexus. Meanwhile, Cale's catching him up. Iron Bobber's sitting out there. Looks like he's going to take his take a win here. There's 14 minutes left of this race. Well, 15 minutes. So we've had 5 minutes of racing. We're on lap 4. We're doing 135s on Iron Bobber. Cale's got the fastest lap with a 135.1. He got on the third lap. So Iron Bobber leading by 7/10. Homesick's coming at him now. He's got 2 tenths behind him. He's got Gasman. He's not leaving him alone. He's carrying that penalty. Can't seem to get rid of it. Cale taking a bit of curb and a little bit of grass there. Oh, racing again between Gasman and Homesick. No, Iron Bobber looks like he's falling onto the clutches of Homesick. No, what? Yeah, maybe. Iron Bobber, Homesick and Gasman at the moment. Gasman's up second. He's been able to get past Homesick. Look at these guys. These cars are so fast though. They're so fast, the Group 3 cars, I've got to say. Now we can see quite clearly Cale is easily catching these guys. He's only 4 tenths behind Homesick. Oh my God. Gasman's having a look up the inside of Iron Bobber. Gasman's taking the lead from Iron Bobber on the brakes. Homesick's also got past. And look, looks like Cale's looking to go past, but we know Iron Bobber saves tyres. So Gasman, no, Homesick's leading, sorry. They're barely though, they're side by side. Gasman and Homesick, side by side, going up. And Cale got past Bobber in that first corner as well. Iron Bobber really lost out there. His tyres don't look any better. He might have to pit in this race. Iron Bobber had a terrible lap there for himself then. Lost 3 places, but Cale, I don't know if he'd give Cale a little knock because Cale's back end was wiggling a bit. Homesick's taken the lead easily from, well, not easily, him and Gasman were side by side, but now he's 7 tenths ahead of the Lexus. So is Homesick going for the treble tonight? Is he going to try and go all 3 wins? Gasman is there to stop him. He's not letting him get away, only 6 tenths behind. He's got the same pace as him, 35.4. Cale's done the fastest with a 35.1. Homesick's last lap was a 36.0. His best has been a 35.7. So it's Gasman's doing everything. You could say he's fighting that Lexus round. He's absolutely fighting it. Now Homesick's pulled about a second away, but Iron Bobber got back ahead of Cale. He's a half second ahead of Cale. No, only 3 tenths. That Nissan is mighty down that straight. This is what we saw Cale doing it last time. Flies down the straight, jumps out of the toe, into the braking zone. Oh, how do they do it? How do they do it without hitting each other? Oh, it's so good. Look at that, Cale. Cale and Bobber side by side. Bobber's come out on top. This is amazing racing from Bobber. It really is. Look at this, Iron Bobber taking all of this pressure from Cale, and he's not throwing it off the track. He's keeping his head. Meanwhile, you can see Noxie and Talleyrand still in a fight. So yeah, Noxie's a lot more comfortable with the Group 3 car than he was with the Group 4 car. I think he likes a car that oversteers a bit. I think he likes a car that wants to go into a corner. And this car's suiting him down to the ground. He's sticking with the Honda. No problem. Skyjacker, 23 seconds. We saw him have his massive spin. This now is just turned into maybe a bit of a test for him, and maybe try and get the fastest lap. Maybe catch Noxie and Talleyrand up by the end of the race. We've still got 10 minutes to go. We're only halfway through. We've got Homesick now. He's 2.5 seconds ahead of Gasman. Gasman's got trouble from Iron Bobber. Iron Bobber's coming back at Gasman. Gasman's really torn his tyres apart. Gasman's going in. So's Iron Bobber. Cale stayed out in the Nissan. The Nissans look after their tyres a lot better. Talleyrand in the Honda. His tyres aren't as good as the guys ahead of him, but enough to stay out. So Gasman's in. Iron Bobber's in. Iron Bobber was on the Super Softs, so he's got to come off the Super Softs now and go on to the Softs. Looks like Gasman Noxie's come in. Gazman's still in the pits. Talleyrand is up to third. He stayed out. We know that. Skyjacker coming round now. He stayed out. He's looked after his tyres a lot better. Oh, they're all coming out the pits now. So let's have a look. We've got in fourth Gazman, who was ahead of Homesick. No, just behind Homesick. So he's come out. He's put super softs on. This is his super soft stint. So he did fine. What was Homesick on? Softs as well. Kel's on softs. Talleyrand was on super softs. So Gazman's come out. He's on his super soft stint now for the last 9 minutes. Iron Bobber, he's put the softs on. He was on the super softs. We know he was on the super softs. So he's 6.5 seconds behind Gazman. So he lost a lot more time, but he's filled the car right up. I don't think he needed to do that, but maybe he did. I don't know how that Lexus chews up fuel. Here's Skyjacker not pitted from his earlier spin now, only 1.3 seconds behind Iron Bobber in 6th, but he will have to pit, but he's on the soft tyres, so he may just leave it right to the very end and do a quick tyre change right near the end. He's doing his fastest lap time still, so still no need for him to pit. There's Noxie after his pit stop. He's on the super softs now. He was around Talleyrand. He's hoping to get the jump on Talleyrand if he can get down and get some good lap times in on that nice fresh sticky rubber. Now with the front rear in, Talleyrand's come in, Kel's come in, Homesick's come in. They're doing their pit stops. Homesick looks like he's fueling up already. He's just done soft. Look how worn his left front is. He's gone onto the super soft. Gazman's taken the lead, has he? Not quite, not quite, not quite. Not quite. So Homesick out on the track first. Kale has jumped Gazman for second. Gazman's there in third on his. Oh no! Kel's lost it on the corner. He's regained it, but Gazman's got past him. Easily got past him. Now Kale's in third. Talleyrand still hasn't pitted. Oh no, Talleyrand did pit. I apologise. He's put his softs on. He's jumped Iron Bobber, staying out longer. He's played Iron Bobber's game from the other night. Iron Bobber with his not pitting. Well, Talleyrand's paid it back by not pitting, and when he does finally pit, he's jumped Iron Bobber. Skyjacker still not pitted yet. He's racing Iron Bobber. Iron Bobber's on the super. No, he's on the softs as well. On the softs in the Lexus. So it's Lexus v Lexus. Iron Bobber is heavier, more fuel than Skyjacker. A lot more fuel. Noxie, 7th. He was right behind Talleyrand. He won't be happy that Talleyrand's come in, pitted, and he's out. And there's quite a big space between him and Talleyrand. That's a shame. Jokers, I think, was just using this session as a test session because only 2.3 seconds behind Noxie now. So Homesick, 1.4 seconds ahead of Gazman. Gazman's coming back at him. Gazman's on the super softs, but so is Homesick. Kale, who momentarily jumped Gazman through the pits, is only 8/10 behind second place in the other Nissan. Now Skyjacker has made his pit stop, we can see. So Iron Bobber resumes. So Talleyrand's jumped himself right up in them with that pit strategy, staying out a bit longer. He's jumped Iron Bobber, and he's 2.3 seconds ahead of Iron Bobber on softs. Iron Bobber's on super softs. Skyjacker has come out ahead of Jokers, only just ahead of Jokers and Noxie. What's going on? Jokers hasn't pitted yet. Jokers hasn't pitted yet. Skyjacker has jumped Noxie though, because Noxie has pitted in the Nissan. What's happened there then? Did a 39 on his last lap. Maybe he doesn't like the super softs. I always think they're a little bit too sticky. Maybe a little bit too oversteery. You have to be a bit too precise with them. I like a little slide in the corner, I must say, and maybe Noxie's similar to me, and he's not enjoying the super softs as much as he enjoyed the soft tyre. There is Jokers. He hasn't pitted yet. Skyjacker has pitted. Iron Bobber, he was leading this race at the beginning. He lost 3 places in one corner, and now he's lost another place to Talleyrand in the pit stops, and if he has a couple of those offs, he'll lose a place to Skyjacker. Homesick, only 1.6 seconds ahead. He's done his fastest lap and the fastest lap, a 1:34.728. No, Gazman must have gone faster on the same lap, because Gazman now has the fastest lap of a 134.6. No, 565. You can read it, I can't for some reason. 134.565. Kel had the fastest lap. He's on the Super Softs now. He's done a 36.3, so he's two seconds off these guys. He's 2.7 seconds behind Gazman. He's going to have to extract a little bit more lap time out of these, unless he's playing the long game and thinking of making his tyres last so he can race in 4 minutes when the race comes to its conclusion. So Homesick 2 seconds ahead of Gazman. He's 2 seconds ahead of Kale. Kale 6.2 seconds ahead of Talleyrand. Talleyrand 4.3 seconds ahead of Iron Bobber. Talleyrand's enjoying the softs, I think, a lot more in the Super Softs, but his fastest lap was a 35.7 on those Super Softs at the first part of this race. When we've got 4 minutes left of this 20-minute race in the Group 3 Japanese manufacturers cars. Iron Bobber there in the Lexus, ahead of Skyjacker by 9 seconds. Skyjacker early spin, put him really far behind. He stayed out the longest on his soft tyres, made a pit stop, managed to jump, well, Jokers and Noxie. Noxie should be net in front of Jokers. Jokers needs to pit before the end of the race. He stayed out a long time on those softs. Looks like Noxie might not have to wait for him to pit. His softs are really worn. Homesick 2 seconds ahead of Gazman. He's still not running away with it. Homesick did a 34.7, which was his fastest lap time, but not the fastest lap time. Skyjacker's done the fastest lap time. Skyjacker back in 6th place, 1.7 seconds ahead of Talleyrand, behind Talleyrand. What? Talleyrand did a 146. I think Talleyrand's had an off. Iron Bobber's back ahead. Oh no! Skyjacker, after setting the fastest lap of 134.334, then goes and tries pushing. He was only 1.5 seconds behind Talleyrand, and he just pushed it too far. Pushed it. The boy pushed his luck. Let this be a lesson to people out there. What happens? Look at the front of that car, it's mashed. Homesick, sitting pretty, 1.6 seconds though. He's lost 4/10. He's out wide. Get a penalty for that maybe. All 4 tyres off the racetrack. Gazman smelling a win. Like I said, this is the first event I know of him being in. Maybe he's been in events before. He's had a break and come back, but he smells a win. 1 second behind Homesick. Whoosh, whoosh. Yeah, it's getting dark again. I'm going to have to turn the lights on. I hope you can hear me. I don't know. Gazman. Right, I'm back. Turn the lights on so I can see my keyboard. Well, what happened? Did anyone see anything? Right, Homesick's a second, not even a second ahead of Gazman. Gazman, I don't know how he prefers it to be said. I like saying it like a superhero, Gazman. Like Stigman, with that in a different series. There's Kale. He's in 3rd. Nice podium, Kale. Iron Bobber kicking himself. He was leading this race. These three, the front 3 overtook him in the first corner. Talleyrand had an amazing race. Noxie's back behind Talleyrand, a little bit further, but only 7 seconds. Jokers is 7/10. Joker still hasn't pitted. I don't think he's read the... He probably hasn't read. I don't know. Maybe he's not read the rules and regulations about you have to pit and put super softs on at some point, but or he just don't care. I can't imagine that. Now he's out of Skyjacker's way, and Skyjacker can get on with getting another fastest lap maybe. There we go. Homesick only less than a second ahead of Gazman. He's just holding on to it. 36.5 was his last lap. There's 30 seconds to go in this race. Who crosses the line? Homesick crosses. Gazman crosses. 30. Oh, he's only a second. Kale can get across the line. Iron Bob is going to get across the line to race another lap, maybe. Yeah, he's got across the line, hasn't he? There's Talleyrand. Can he get across the line to race another lap? Easy. Noxie, yeah, we can imagine. He's going to get across the line for another lap. So Skyjacker may not. Ooh, will Noxie? Did Noxie get across the line? No. Noxie is your first finisher in 6th place. Well done, Noxie. Skyjacker in 7th. Jokas in 8th. So let's go back to the leaders. Homesick. He's pulled us another second away somewhere. Oh no. Kale. Gazman. He was racing for the lead, and now Kale's coming up to him. Oh dear. It was a bit of an unorthodox overtaking manoeuvre, I must say. Oh no, he's let Gazman back. I was going to say it was a very strange one. I only saw it halfway through, so I didn't see what happened at the beginning, but they're still racing. And Kale's in a better position on the inside, but that puts Gazman on the inside now. Gazman's maintaining that inside, but he's just... Oh! Gazman's coming out the corner in bit ahead. Oh dear, Gazman. He had a... I don't know. It looks like... They're there, Kale and Gazman, but it looked like Gazman had a wobble on. Home 6 just coming round to win his second race of the evening. Well done. 2 for 2 so far. Kale coming round for 2nd place. Well done, Kale. Gazman in 3rd. Iron Bobber 4th. Probably wanted more out of this, but 4th. It's a great finish. Great finish. 4th place. Ahead of Talleyrand's, who finished in 5th. Awesome. Fantastic race. There you go. There are your runners and riders. And I don't think Joker's pitted. So, I don't know what they'll do about that. It's just a fun evening. I don't suppose anything will be done with it. What does it matter? There you go. Homesick Alien in his spaced out Nissan. Went up 7 positions. Didn't get the fastest lap though. Let's have a look at your race results. And your race results are Homesick Alien wins from Eleanor Kale, having a good showing for the logistical nightmare racing guys. Gazman 3rd. He'll be wishing he'll be thinking he had 2nd. Him and Kale were in a bit of a fight there. I didn't really see what happened. It looked like his back end stepped out, but I don't know contact, but it's a fun race night. I don't even think there'll be any stewarding situation. Iron Bobber 4th, Talleyrand in 5th, Noxie finished in 6th, which is a vast improvement from his first race. He'll be happy with that. Skyjacker 7th. He had again an up and down race, didn't he? Eh? He could have been there for the win. He could have been there for the race at the front, I reckon. He had the pace. He had the fastest lap. And Joker's in 8th. Skyjacker, he didn't pit Joker's, it was a weird one. Skyjacker did a 1:34.334 on lap 10. Right then. So now we've got the Group 2s. I don't even think Spinjacker's back. Oh, I accidentally called Skyjacker Spinjacker once. I have tried not to call it him because it's not something anyone wants sticking, and I did say it by accident, not even meant to do it, so I have been conscious when I do see the odd moment when he has a spin. I'm not calling him Spinjacker because no one wants that name, do they? So that's a little rest bite before the Group 2 cars. And I haven't really had much to do with the Group 2 cars, I must say. I don't think I've had much experience with them. So we'll be going into the unknown. And there we go, Kyoto Driving Park, Yamagawa. If ever there was a track designed to rip your tyres apart, we get 15 minutes. I can have a proper water of the sunflowers, the daisies, and maybe even you don't water daisies, my wife tells me. Oh well, I'll water the green peppers, the onions. Oh no, Skyjacker left. He's going to be right back. So we're at Kyoto Driving Park, Yamagawa, for this final race of the evening. 30 minutes. Absolutely adored that last race. That was so cracking. It was very good fun. Pit stops were interesting. Bit of racing at the end for second and third. Come on, guys. Iron Bobber, I like Iron Bobber. He joins quickly. Doesn't mess around, does that man? Jokers is in the room. So Iron Bobber in. Is that group 2? Is that what they look like? Ooh, who's that? Noxie. Oh, hello, Noxie. I saw you across the bar. I just felt like I needed to come over and say, would you like a drink? I like your dress. Looking hot ting tonight there, Noxie. There you go. Look at that. Oh, it's like a NASCAR. You're American. I like that in a girl. Yeah. Anyway. You can hear my wife telling me I'm disgusting in the background. I am going to go off, water some plants, and I'm leaving you on Noxie because that car is damn fine to look at. I'll see you soon. 15 minutes about. good evening, and welcome again to the Virtual Racers Club. We're getting ourselves ready for the third and final race of the evening, the dessert, the banana toffee pie, banoffee pie if you'd like. We've got a 30-minute race around Kyoto Yamagawa in the Group 3 cars. You've been watching Noxie's, I'm guessing it's a replica of NASCAR. See, it had someone's name on it, and I did read the name. Come on, let's have a quick look. It's Ross Wheeler. I bet you are shunned from the racing community for not really knowing Ross Wheeler. It sounds familiar. It's not like Days of Thunder, is it? That's my extended knowledge of. Oh, that's nice. Skyjacker in our Tom's RCF Lexus with a Sony PS4 livery. It looks stunning. It's a lovely deer. It really pops in the Japanese sun. Homesick. Oh. I remember seeing this. Yeah. Okay, shall we just get it out of the way? Homesick's got wood. Wow, look at Homesick's hard wood. Have you ever seen such solid wood in your life? So, very cool. In the IKEA liveried Nissan Motu Ortec GTR. Gazman, I think he was in a Lexus, wasn't he? No, he also is in a Nissan. Oh, Hershey's chocolate. I've got sweets next to me, but we've learned I can't eat those sweets. I have to mute the mic because they're chewy. Whee! Oh no, a balloon's popped. Oh, it was my kid's birthday on Thursday, and Spider-Man, the wife had this really cool Spider-Man balloon made for him, and I've just heard a pop, and he just sort of really leant over, so I think one of the balloons that stand him up's gone. Why do you guys care? You don't care. Spider-Man's popped a balloon. Gazman's second fastest in our practice in a 126.2 in the Hershey's chocolate liveried Nissan Lexus. There we go, Talleyrand and his Honda. His third fastest during practice with a 127.041 Ray Brigg liveried Honda there. Jokus is third. Fastest in a 128.0. Oh yeah, he's carried on with a Lucky Strike Honda. I like it. The Hondas look like they're tasty here, maybe. Iron Bobber. Nice. He's gone for the Fantech livery all evening, and I've liked it. It's very cool. Understated, but nice looking. Gazman we saw in the Hershey's chocolate. Noxie in the NASCAR looking vehicle. Skyjacker in the PS4. Everyone's saying yes to being ready, so we will be underway for our 30-minute. Oh, Homesick's going to do it. Oh, come on, I do get excited for these. Here we go. Go on, get on that line. He's so OCD. Go on, then get that rev up. Get the revs up. What are you doing? You're just stopping. You're not actually practicing starting. Oh, he's saying yes. Here we go. Here we go. You ready, guys? Here we go. Oh, got a bit of wheel spin. That's to lift off a bit there. She's a beast to get off the line. There's no doubt in that. I don't know if that car would pass regulations made of wood. Commentator's joke there. Skyjacker pulling over. Ooh, we didn't see that one. Kale, where have you been hiding? Nice, I like it. Is that more food? Why do they keep putting food on their cars? Don't eat my sweets. I can't eat them because they fill my mouth up. Yeah, keep going. More ums for the get close to the mic for the viewers. They like that. Sex sells. Here we go, Cal. And that's what sells. Spinning. It's awesome. Okay, we're going to go in a minute. I'm pretty sure. He's just donutting. Everyone likes a donut once in a while. He's crashing into walls. Come on, Cal, do a good donut because I'm sat on board now waiting. You're going to embarrass yourself. Front of your peers. There we go. Ooh, keep the revs up. Go on, get that wheel on. Way we go. Round and round and round and round. Woo-hoo. The final's been started whilst Cal is giving us a demonstration of donuts in a Group 2 car. Skyjacker, he's finding his zen. Here we go. 30-minute race, guys. Coyote Driving Park in the Group 2 cars. Again we go. Over the setting sun in the far east. Rolling start, looks like. Skyjacker. Oh, yay. Oh, did he finish behind Jokers in the end? Yeah, I think we saw him spin again, didn't we? Not to rub it in or anything. Don't want to keep mentioning it. So, Skyjacker at the front. Slam dunk for him then, isn't it? Not to put pressure on. Rolling starts. Run starts are groovy for me, I tell you, because they're easy to get through. And there we go. 3, 2, 1. And it's go, go, go at the Coyote Driving Park. Skyjacker taking the lead from Jokers. Jokers ahead of Noxie. Noxie's ahead of Talleyrand. Talleyrand's cutting closer though. Iron Bobber is in 5th. Oh no! Jokers is out. Jokers we saw going around the long way of that corner. Skyjack's still in the lead. Noxie's now in 2nd, but it's under pressure from Talleyrand in the Honda. Talleyrand looking for a way past. He's up the side of him. On the brakes, he's made it stick. That's a lot of speed. He lost the back end of the car though. Noxie also, I think, lost a bit of the back end. Iron Bobber is looking for a way past Noxie himself. Iron Bobber there. Behind we can see Gazman and Kale carrying on their battle from race 2 into race 3, and Homesick hasn't made any progress yet so far because they're all fast in front of him. These Group 2 cars, looks like Iron Bob's dropped away a little bit now. There's a battle here, 3-way battle for 5th, 6th and 7th. Shall we sit in a Cal's car, see what that looks like? Oh yes, fast man. Ooh, have one of them, whoosh. We're sat in 6th place in Cal. Oh, we can see there, Gazman's making a move on Iron Bobber. Iron Bobber is back ahead of Gazman, giving Cal a look up the inside of Gazman. Let's get out of the car because this is 3 wide, and we love a bit of 3 wide. Into the first corner, all on the brakes. Who's going to be the winner? Oh, they all survive. Very good. Very good. Oh no, Talleyrand's in the lead. I apologise. Talleyrand is in the lead. Skyjacker is now in 2nd. He's fast and furious. I apologise. I don't know what happened there. But Skyjacker, maybe a small mistake or something, because he was pulling away from these guys. There's Noxie maintaining his 3rd place. Someone went round wide there. It was Gazman. Changing the liveries is a great idea, guys. Brilliant one. Help me. Gazman behind Kale still. So Talleyrand is now leading this race. He is 2 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. I apologise, Skyjacker. I did say slam dunk, and that may have been the wrong phrase, because now you've got to fight Talleyrand, who is on his worst day. He's great. Iron Bobber there going for Noxie. He's moving up the inside of Noxie, but Noxie's got the inside line. But Noxie, no. I think Noxie let him have it. Didn't want to crash, but there's come back at him. There's Kale. Kale's coming past. Noxie concedes all of them. I don't know. Noxie looks like he let them all past. I understand how he feels. That would freak the bejeebers out of me, them 4 coming through. Iron Bobber in 3rd, behind Skyjacker, but Gale is wiggling all over the place. He's there, he's alongside, he's under the brakes, he's there, no, Iron Bobber's still maintaining it. What frustration for these cars behind. Iron Bobber is placing the car perfectly for making it very difficult. Cthulhu, you joined too late. But there you go. Kale looking for a way past Iron Bobber. Has he done it now? He's gone for the different outside now. Bobber's there still. but no, I think Gale's made it stick, and he's through. Oh dear, we saw Gazman go through, but I think Gazman bounced on the curb, come back and hit Iron Bobber into the shadow realm. He's dropped Homesick. I don't know if he's letting people past or Homesick just got past him anyway. Noxie, Iron Bobber's back there. Wow, 2 seconds behind Noxie, and he's picked up a penalty as well for his nightmares. What a shame, he was doing so well. Oh no, Talleyrand's off, Skyjacker's coming back to take the lead. What perfect timing was that? That makes up for missing it the first time round, doesn't it, eh? There we go. No, he hasn't come to take the lead, but oh, there's Talleyrand, he's lost the back end totally. How much damage? Not much. He's got back on it again, he's back up Skyjacker's rigging. Kale in third place, ahead of Homesick. Gazman's dropped right off. Noxie, he's probably kind of thinking of waiting for Iron Bobber, but Iron Bobber is fallen right far back. Gazman will really bullet his race, if it's not already. So, Skyjacker, Talleyrand's 6/10 apart. They know this track like the back of their hand. This was one of their time trial tracks a while back. So they know what they're doing. Wow, that's exciting. So Skyjacker now has pulled a second out on Talleyrand. Kale is 1.7 seconds behind Talleyrand. We're on a lap 4. We are over 5 minutes in this race now. Looks like Homesick is giving Kale some jit. 7/10 behind him in the wooden Nissan. It is, look, it's wood. So 9/10 behind. It looks like he's falling back for him now. Let's have a look around. Skyjacker leading Talleyrand. Everyone keeps nicking my sweets, for heaven's sakes. I laid claim on them. I called dibs. I can't eat them because I'm doing this. Skyjacker is 1.4 seconds ahead of Talleyrand. Talleyrand is 1.3 seconds ahead of Kale. Kale's shaken off with Homesick a little bit, only by a second. Gazman 3 seconds behind the Alien, only 2 seconds ahead of Noxie. Noxie's not letting Gazman get away. They're in a race themselves. Bobber catching them up. 27. Bobber? Yeah, Bobber. Iron Bobber. Why not? That's the first time I've dropped Iron before and called him Bobber, and it kind of worked. I liked it. It felt comfortable. Bobber. Yeah. So, Iron Bobber, 127.097 on his last lap. He's got some fire in his play. 127.5 from Noxie and a 126.2 from Gazman. Gazman's 3.7 seconds behind Homesick now. He's dropped away a little bit, but remember Talleyrand's method in the 20-minute race we had before this one in the Group 3 cars about staying out longer. He managed to jump a couple of people, so maybe Iron Bobber should think about having a nice long stint, but he is on the super softs already, so it'll be harder to do a longer stint. He is catching up Noxie though. He's only 1.3 seconds behind Noxie now. Noxie is 3.7 seconds behind Gazman. Gazman's 4 seconds behind Homesick. They're spacing out a little bit. 1.7 seconds Skyjacker has got away from Talleyrand. Talleyrand with a 125.5 on his last lap. He's only a second ahead of Kale, and it looks like Homesick's coming back at Kale. Easily coming back at him. Tula says hi guys on the feed. Tula, you should have entered. You should have come and raced with us. You would have loved this. This is just up your street. Kale ahead of Talleyrand. Kale behind Talleyrand to 7/10. He's definitely catching him, but the Alien is catching Kale. They're all starting to bunch up here for second, third and fourth. Oh, Kale's back wheel didn't want to go in line with the rest of his car. Skyjacker 1.5 seconds, so he's not nipping away. Talleyrand's coming back at him. The tyres are starting to look quite angry. Talleyrand's in particular, maybe the Honda uses them more so. Nissan, Scott, home 6 isn't so bad. There's Kale. Behind Gazman, 4.2 seconds still behind the Alien. His tyres look great though in that Lexus. He's 5.2 seconds ahead of Noxie. He's still maintaining that 1.5 seconds. Oh, that was a bad lap though. 2:12, is that right? So what did happen to Iron Bobber's lap? A 122.7, no, 127.1. His fastest lap so far. He's out on the grass. Looked like Iron Bobber did as well, and he's gone into the barrier. Oh no! Iron Bobber's race bulleted proper now. Oh, what a shame. VRC Skyjacker leading this race by 1.5 seconds. He had a so-so race too. He found himself going around and round a couple of times, but he's back on course now. He's nearly 2 seconds ahead of Talleyrand. It's only 2 seconds. Oh my god. Yeah, 3 tenths. Oh, Kel, he's struggling to keep that Nissan's back end under control. It will not do what he wants it to do. And Home 6 fallen right back now. I don't know if he's having issues with tyre wear, but I reckon Talleyrand really is feeling tyre wear. He literally pulled over and let the Nissans through. He's gone. His tyres are gone. Skyjacker's come in the pits. Kale's staying out. Talleyrand stayed out. Talleyrand stayed out with those tyres. He's getting a really great tow off of Homesick, but he stayed out with those tyres. Skyjacker was pretty much Skyjacker and Gazman. Now they're all starting to pit. Skyjacker's back out in 4th place. He's 9.4 seconds behind Talleyrand and 8 seconds ahead of Gazman. Gazman's coming out in the pits in an easy 5th. Iron Bobber's still going round. He didn't pit, but we see him having a spin. He's having this race that Skyjacker had in the last race. It seems like there's some force in the universe that someone has to have a bad race. For someone to have a good race, there is always the anti-equal, that someone has to have a bad race, and this one is Iron Bobber's, I'm afraid. It's just nature. You can't do anything about it. Up ahead then, Kale, not pitting. Tyres aren't awfully awful, and we're not even halfway through this race yet. He's on the softs. Alien stayed out also on the softs. His tyres are looking quite bad. The front right does seem rather angry. Talleyrand's though, his front right is virtually half red. I really did think he was going to pit. Skyjacker come out. We saw he was 9 seconds behind, and now he's only 7 seconds. Homesick. There they go. Kale, Talleyrand. The rest of them are fitted, so Skyjacker's going to come round and regain his lead. I am sure of that. He's on the racing softs. Looks like Talleyrand's had to put the racing super softs on. Kale's out first of the pits though. Kale jumped Talleyrand. No, they both overtook, didn't they? Yes, so that's right. Kale stayed in his place. After the pits, he's put racing softs on. Is that right? Oh, there's going to be more pit stops in there, of course. Yeah, he's saving his super softs for the end, so he's got softs on. Alien's gone for super softs. He's gone for super softs in the middle stint. Talleyrand's gone for softs. So this will be interesting. By all accounts, Alien should pull away quite easy. Hi, Daryl. On those stickier tyres, but soft tyres sometimes, like I say, are a more comfortable drive because you've got more leeway in the corners for mistakes and such what. So Skyjacker, easy second, 2 seconds, sorry, ahead of Kale. Give him another whoosh. On his fastest lap now. He holds the fastest lap of the race that he got on lap 4 with a 24.7. You can really feel his dominance in this race. He set his stall out early. He's showing you what he's selling, and he expects you to buy it by the end of 30 minutes. Because there he is in first place after the pit stops, just on another fastest lap with a 124.6, and that's on racing softs. There's guys out there on super softs. So Kale on softs, his last lap was a 26.7, but it looked like that was his out lap, so you can't really go by that. Homesick, 4.1 seconds. Oh, they've really spaced out after the pits because these guys were all up each other's jacksies. Homesick's on the super softs. He's only going a tenth faster than his fastest lap, which was a 1:25.1 that he did on lap 5. So that's 5/10 off of the fastest lap. He's 1.3 seconds ahead of Talleyrand. Talleyrand's 3.6 seconds of Gasman. Gasman's pulled a bit of time in from these guys. He was over 4 seconds behind them. He's on in the fastest lap in the other Lexus. So the Lexus really do like Toyota driving park. Yamagawa. Yeah, let's do some of these. I haven't done some for a bit, Gasman. So he's 4 seconds behind and 12 seconds ahead of Iron Bobber. Iron Bobber, we saw, I think he had a bit of a, I think Gasman bounced off a curb into Iron Bobber, put Iron Bobber off, which he lost that battle when they were all battling between third, fourth, was it fourth, fifth, sixth, something? And then we saw him spin himself when he was putting in some fastest laps. He's gone on the super softs. Oh, he hasn't pitted yet, has he not? No, he hasn't pitted. He's going in now though. Got to, surely. Need some fuel, lad. There you go, lap 10. Halfway. He's going to go for a one-stopper, we think. When you put softs on, you got softs, fill it up. Skyjacker leading by 2 seconds. It hasn't gone anywhere. Kale did his fastest lap on his last lap, which is 24.4. Skyjackers did another fastest lap of a 24.0467. Something's bobbing around. I don't like it when it bounces around. Either someone's dropped out, or I'm just about to get kicked. There's Homesick in third. Don't see anyone missing. Talleyrand is in fourth. Only 1.2 seconds behind Homesick Alien. He's hunting down. He's only 8/10 now. Behind them, they've got Gasman having a bit of a lonely race, really. It's 20 seconds ahead of Noxie, and only 5 seconds behind the boys in front. He can see them. I saw him going around the corner as he came around the corner, so he can see them. That must give him a little bit of oomph. There they all are. You can see all the way up to second place, Gasman. It's all there. Skyjacker, 1.5 seconds. He's lost half a second. Did a 1:25 on his last lap. Kale did a 1:24.3. Kale setting out his intentions. He's on the fastest lap. He's going to take his fastest lap. Did he little nudge of the barrier there? He looked like he bounced, but we'll see. Look at that. Floored it all the way through there. Like I said, I haven't driven these Group 2s. Oh, he's 2/10 down on the fastest lap now. His fastest lap now. But he's only 3/10 off it. Skyjacker's only 1.5 seconds ahead of him. Nothing in it between these guys. And then behind them, you've got Homesick, 5.7 seconds behind Kale, and 1.6 seconds. He's starting to get a benefit off those super softs and pull away from Talleyrand. But Talleyrand keeps up with Homesick. And I don't believe Talleyrand has used the super softs yet. So the advantage will go to Talleyrand. And I wonder how long the super softs can really last. If they were getting around about 8 laps out of the softs, you'd think the super softs are what? Good 6 laps for that, so they'd be done by lap 14 maybe. 12 minutes left of this race. Homesick is 1.7 seconds ahead of Talleyrand in the last podium position, and he's 6.7 seconds behind Kale. And Kale and Skyjacker are in a race of their own. It's only half a second between them now. We're going Kale, we're going to get in, we're going to get in a whoosh. So we're chasing down Skyjacker. We've got closer, we keep pulling in each lap. I think he's starting to struggle with tyres. Did he pit first? I think Skyjacker did pit first. So maybe, as defence, Skyjacker may jump into the pits at the end of this lap. But he's definitely at some sort of disadvantage, and Kale is definitely pulling him in. Going up the hill. Towards the sweeping right. Time to the tight left-hand hairpin. Oh, Kale can just easily take in so much more than Skyjacker. Carry a lot more speed through that corner. Now going through the chicane, then the tight left uphill. very deceptive. And then the other right hand hairpin onto the start straight line to finish lap 13 and start lap 14. Oh my lord, he's right up his jacksy now. It's only 1/10. There goes Skyjacker. It was only his course of action he could do. He was obviously losing some sort of speed through them tyres. So Skyjacker's in, Homesick's in, and Talleyrand's also followed him in. Interesting. Kale stayed out. We saw Kale stay out the first time round. Talleyrand stayed out last time, and so did Homesick, but they decided, and Gasman's come in. So they're all on pretty much the same strategy now as Skyjacker, who pitted really early last time. Homesick's really pulled close to Skyjacker from that 1.2 seconds, but he was 6.7 seconds behind Kale. Can you get that? Do you work that out? Talleyrand's now 7. I mean, it could be a lot to do with fuel, but now Talleyrand's 7 seconds behind Homesick, even though he was only a second behind him before the pit stops. Oh, Talleyrand has put a lot more fuel in. Talleyrand's gone for softs again. Alien's on softs. Skyjacker's gone for super softs. Kale's 20 seconds ahead of these guys, still trying to keep the back end of that Nissan under control. He's 300s up on his fastest time, which is a 24.360. This is the time when he's really got to start putting down that accelerator pedal. Skyjacker trying to get enough speed on this lap to be able to jump back ahead of Kale in the pit stops, but it's all up in the air at the moment. Skyjacker's made his move. He's just got to wait to see what Kale does. All Skyjacker can do now is slamming the lap times and hope to end up ahead. Look, Talleyrand's now 9 seconds. Guzman's catching up with Talleyrand. Talleyrand's fuel is really heavy and it's really affecting the Honda. It really is. His Honda does not like all that weight. He can't keep up with Homesick. He is only 6.7. Has Homesick made a mistake? We don't think so. Yes, because he was only a second behind Skyjacker and now he's 5.2 seconds behind Skyjacker. So we assume Homesick has had to really come off the accelerator in some part, save the car. Noxie's in the pits. Noxie, no, he's out the pits. Noxie's out the pits, only just behind Iron Bobber. Iron Bobber, we've lost track of what these guys are doing. Iron Bobber, he's on softs. When did he pit then? Let's have a look. Looks like he pitted on lap 10. I think we saw him going in, so he's really looked after those softs well. This second half of the race, he's 22 seconds behind Gasman. Gasman's gone ahead of Talleyrand. Gasman, oh, way up. There we go, we can see Gasman. Oh, Talleyrand really lost it on the curb, and it was just easy work for Gasman, just drive past. So that's how Gasman got past Talleyrand. Kale's come in the pits. Let me get out of this replay. Oh, I only pressed the short one, I don't know why we're still in it. Kale's in the pits, back out the pits. He's half a second ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker's there, he's lost the lead through strategy. They've got the same fuel, they've got the same tyres. Skyjacker. Oh, what more could you do? So Skyjacker now a second behind Kale after Kale's pit stop. I don't know if there'll be any more pit stops. I think that should be it till the end of the race. There's 7 minutes left of this race. Kale's leading 1.5 seconds from Skyjacker. Kale's come out on them softs. This Nissan, super softs. This Nissan, he's not having the same problem as Homesick. He's finding a nice pace, managing to pull away from Skyjacker. Where on the Lexus super softs, he doesn't seem as comfortable as he has been. Homesick's there, 5.4 seconds behind Skyjacker, 7 seconds ahead of Gasman, who we saw get past Talleyrand, but Talleyrand's now coming back at Gasman. He's only 8 tenths behind him. We saw that Gazman got past him because Talleyrand made a mistake on the curb, or took a bit too much curb, and now Talleyrand is trying to get into the toe. He's in that sweet spot where he should be in the toe. This corner is a bitch and a half. Fourth gear, slamming on that. He's got onto the accelerator. Gazman's corner was compromised. He took a smaller line. This means he isn't carrying as much speed through these corners as Talleyrand. Now short straight, another fast left-hander just off the accelerator. Oh, there's been a bang. Gazman can't get through it as fast as Talleyrand. Talleyrand helps him though. Looks like give him an extra push through the corner. Down to the chicane. Ends up going left-hander up the hill. Trying to find all the pace out of the car you can. Chasing Gazman. We're only half a second behind him. Going into the tight left hairpin. Oh, thought we were going to bang the back of Gazman again, but no, we managed to stop the car. We're only 4 tenths behind. We're going through the chicane that goes then left uphill. Oh, trying to judge our speed. Get back on the accelerator up the short straight to the right hand hairpin. Oh, man, it's hard. You don't know where. You see these big open doors, but it's too far back to do anything about it. Now 6 tenths. Let's get back out of the car, see what everyone else is doing. Kale is 1.7 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. He's only pulling away in tenths. He's doing the fastest lap. It's only the first sector though. Yellow flag, someone's off. Jokers is off. Sorry Jokers, I haven't spoken about you much tonight. The livery looks fantastic. Doesn't look like you've been, like me, I've never drove a Group 2 car, so, and I'm assuming you're struggling with maybe the same thing. Well, you did a really good lap time, 26.8 on lap 8. Did 26.6, so they're not terrible lap times, just a bit inconsistent there. So here we go, Kale, 2.4 seconds, pulled more time out on Skyjacker. Oh, those tyres, he may have to pit. How long have we got? 4 minutes left? Maybe he can make them last. Homesick, his tyres are pretty similar, so maybe they're just going to deal with those tyres to the end of the race. Gazman looks like he's pulled a little bit away from Talleyrand. Who are they just... There's Bobber, but it looks like he's a lap behind. Who are they just ahead of? Oh no, they're ahead of Jokers. Well, that was Bobber. So yeah, we can see the lap Jokers in the distance there. Talleyrand is now 2 seconds behind Gazman. His tyres, the Honda, not enjoying. I told you this track was a tyre killer. Not Kale's though. Whoa, but Kale's out wide. He was 3.4 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Skyjacker had a really rough lap on the last lap. Or this lap. But now Kale's had that big off. 2.7 seconds. That's a lively car. Kale's driving that Nissan. He's done the fastest lap though, at 23.6. That is ridiculously fast. We haven't had a lap time even in the 23s, and that's near enough halfway in the 23s. Skyjacker 2.1 seconds behind Kale, but if Kale's pushing that hard, he might fall off the track. Homesick, 6.7 seconds behind Skyjacker. He can't keep up with their pace today. He's maintained like a 25 on the last 4 laps. His front right though is really looking angry. 2.5 minutes left of this. What's that? 2 more laps after this lap? Ooh, that's going to be a difficult one to get that car home. He's only 10 seconds ahead of Gazman, and Gazman's tyre is only half as worn as Homesick. So Gazman did a 25.2 on his last time round, or 27.1. So if Homesick maintains that 25s, he can easily stay in that place. Talleyrand 26.5, 26.7. He's a little bit faster than Gazman, but again, that Honda, it looks skittish, especially on the curbs. Really does look like it's a handful. Noxie now going ahead of Iron Bobber, because Iron Bobber looks like he's pitted. So Noxie's had a very presentable race, 6th place. He's 26 seconds behind, 27 seconds behind Talleyrand. His fastest lap, I can't see, let's have a look. His fastest lap was a 25.957, so that's not terrible, that's a good lap time. He's going faster again now, he's on the super softs. Iron Bobber in 7th, saw his woes earlier on, it's hard to come back. He's been doing some good laps, his fastest laps are 25.6. So, you know, his tyres, didn't he just pit? Didn't he change his tyres? I thought we saw him in the pits. And Joker's got a lap behind. He looks like he's just, we've seen, he's done 27, 26. I thought I saw a 25 earlier, but... So there we go. There's Kale, your leader. 4 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. It's really come to life in this last part of this race after the pit stops. Skyjacker 4 seconds behind him now, 7 seconds ahead of Homesick. It's a great position, 2nd place, but I imagine he felt, well, no, maybe he didn't feel like he had the win. Talleyrand took the lead early on, early doors, away from Skyjacker on the first lap. Then we saw Talleyrand make a mistake. Skyjacker come back at him. Skyjacker led for a bit, then pitted early. So he's always up for grabs this race, I must admit. Homesick's now only 5.5 seconds. There we go, we're on final lap now. Wow, that 30 minutes went quick. Didn't even notice it. Oh dear. 21 laps, it looks like. 30 minutes of Yamagawa. Here we go. We see Cal crossing the line. 5 seconds ahead of Skyjacker. Well done, Cal. Congratulations. You broke Homesick's treble. There's Skyjacker. Grand 2nd place. I imagine he's probably not going to be as happy with that. There we go. You see Homesick only just made it with fuel and tyres. Gasman stayed ahead of Talleyrand in the end. Going across the line, a fine 4th. There's Talleyrand in 5th, leading this race on lap 1. Not to rub anything in, but he's had an adventure this race. He's held almost every position, from 1st to 5th, I think. Noxie coming round, fine race for him, 6th place, he must be happy with that. 10 seconds ahead of Iron Bobber. And his Ross Wheeler replica Nissan GTR to cross the line in 6th place. Well done, that man Noxie. Iron Bobber 7th, doing a little bit of mowing on the last corner as well, showing off. Could have had a different story this race. Looks like an accident put him down to the back. A spin we saw him have as well was his story. So he finished in 7th and Jokus in 8th. That was your Japan Racing League. Well done, LNR Kale. Fastest lap and victory. Well done. Stopped Homesick getting all 3. Well, that was fun. That was just a one-off. One of those little fun nights. We try these things, see if there's anything in it, see if there's something worth turning into a proper league. And that was good fun. I enjoyed myself. Hope you guys did too. Oh, well, let me take you to the results, as I always do. There we go. So, there's your winner, Kale, in the Nissan. 30 minutes of racing. Finishing ahead of Skyjacker by 4.8 seconds. Homesick, 3rd. Homesick won the first race, 2nd race. And came 3rd in the... 3rd race, so I'd imagine very happy with that. Gasman, great debut, I'd say. Great racer. Looked good. I mean, there was a thing with Iron Bobber. It's hard to make a judgment when you're watching a live feed, but to me, it looks like Gasman bounced off a curb into the side of Iron Bobber, and Iron Bobber went sideways, and it just seems like really dodgy PD graphic engine physics blah blah. Talleyrand had an interesting race, leading on the first race, Then he was in a battle with Homesick and Gasman, and I don't know, the pit stop seemed to shuffle him down to 5th, and then he was just, his tyres, and he had to let Kale and Homesick past. And then after the pits, he came out, he really topped up with fuel, put him behind these guys, and he never really seemed to come back. And then we have Noxie in 6th, Iron Bobber, we heard about his woes, in 7th, and Jokers looks like he was there for a little bit of testing. Your fastest lap went to Eleanor Kale, VDB, harking all the way from South Africa with a 1:23.629. Well, that was a fantastic evening of racing. I'm glad you came and joined us for this, and I had a fantastic time. Thank you for joining in. Well, no, sorry, I'm reading the board. I can't do two things at once. I can't read the message board and talk to you guys. So, yeah, come and join in. Go to www.virtualracersclub.co.uk and have a look around the site, because it'll tell you a little bit about the racing we've done, tell you a little bit about us. And then there's a big red button, click that. That'll get you through to our Discord, and that's pretty much where everything happens. And there's things signing up all the time. There's a hybrid prototype endurance championship starting at the beginning of September on Sunday nights. That's got 2 spots left. I'm afraid the Max 5s that are starting on Saturday, that's filled. There's something else signing up. I can't think. We've got Le Mans we're going live with one of these Friday nights. These Friday nights we're probably going to see a couple of different sort of, like, you know, one-offs, and obviously we'll have the Le Mans, and then soon we'll see a league start up on a Friday night, and Sunday night you're going to have the hybrid prototypes endurance racing for Sundays. Saturday nights we're going to have the Max 5s. Thursdays we've got the WRX challenge as always. So there's loads going on. So come and join the Discord. We want you involved. It'll be great. We like it. So that's me, Scott Arthurs, signing off from the Virtual Race Club. Join us again, I think it'll be on Thursday for the WRX challenge. I'd love to tell you where we are. Oh no, hang on, I will tell you, because I'm professional like that. We are at Lago Maggiore. I learned to say that. No, we just did Lago Maggiore. What an ass. I'll tell you where we are. Suzuka for round 5. I wrote it down wrong because I had to write it in the smallest box. But yeah, round 5 for Thursday for the WRX challenge. It's a 1 hour race. They're always good fun. I am going to get off before Talleyrand closes the room. So that was me. What did I call myself? Scott Andrews signing out. Thanks for viewing, guys. Stay safe.